Players leaving, we just talked about it for Blast. Players leaving COD Esports for Warzone. It's a very tough decision for a lot of them. I know, because Call of Duty's probably all they know, competitive COD. It just, for me, it boils down to one. Can you justify the decision based on the amount of money you're making? Because Blast is one of the few people that can transition out of competing, giving up a salary and still being okay because they have a large social media and Twitch following, and probably YouTube if he wanted to do that, but I don't know if he does, and I'm not sure if he will. But
I think he might if he's going to Warzone.
I mean, he's gonna have to. If he's leaving competing to be a full-time Warzone content creator, he has to make content. That's one of the requirements for having the title content creator.
Right. And I mean, he definitely could. I mean, all you gotta do is just clip a game and post it.
Especially for someone like him who already has a following, which is one of the perks of being good naturally and having a fan base just from being naturally good at things, is you don't have to work as hard when it comes to content because people will just watch you. Like Shroud. Shroud is one of the most vanilla human beings on the planet, but he's a god at video games, and that's why people watch him. So whenever he does eventually have a personality, people are like, "Huh! Wow! That's a 3 million view video waiting to happen."
Yeah.
Now, there are other players, like... Now, these people are out there because they weren't competing at the time. They decided to go to Warzone, like Merc, Crowder, Muddog, and Maven. That's more so just a question mark for me, because their jobs revolve around COD Esports, but they're not doing... Let me rephrase that. They're actively promoting something that isn't what they do for, like, an actual living. Like, content creation, they make a lot of money. I know they do. I don't have to see analytics to know that Merc makes a lot of money from just streaming Warzone, but his actual job at the moment is a Call of Duty esports commentator.
Right.
And it just kind of irks me the wrong way to see people like him and TP and Maven not even playing, like, game battles matches like they did back in the day. Like, I would be willing to bet that a lot of people that watch Maven stream don't know what his actual job is.
Yeah, I listened to their hard points, I think, yesterday. I don't know, it was posted a while ago, but I finally got around to listening to it. And Crowder was on there saying that, like, there's still people that don't know competitive Call of Duty exists.
Which is actually...
Like, whenever he has to get off for scrims or whatever, they always ask him why he gets off so early.
Which...
And he has to, like, explain it to him.
Which is going to be one of the questions we talk about at the end of the podcast, so I'm not going to go too in-depth with it right now, but... Yeah, just, like, it's weird. Like, I understand Warzone's very popular. Whether I agree with why Warzone is popular, I can't deny that it is popular. I just wish that Activision would just, do things to help. I don't really have a lot. This is more just like an open discussion. I don't have any objective points for COD esports players leaving for Warzone. It was just kind of more of a talking point.
It's just one of those things. I mean, as long as they're still making the money that they would have been, if not more, then, I mean...
Like, that's if you can justify doing it and you're just genuinely not enjoying the cycle of teaming with a new player, a new team every week, then sure, dip and just be a content creator, play Warzone with your friends, get your bag. If someone gets the bag and they're getting the bag doing something else, I don't care. I respect the hustle, but at the same time, if you're someone that's, like, on the level that I would be working with, and you're leaving COD esports for Warzone as, like, a job idea, like, if you just completely quit doing everything to be a full-time content creator, I would question why you're doing it.
Right.
Because you can back me up or argue with me on this point if I'm not right, but I feel like you've made more money competing in COD than you have from, like, streaming.
Yeah.
So, like, that's just... It comes down to an enjoyment thing. Like, if it's an enjoyment thing, sure. Enjoy whatever you want to enjoy. Just don't use it as a business model justification, because you're not going to make more money. You're leaving a less saturated market to play in the most saturated market on the planet. That's not a good business decision. So, basically, my TLDR for anybody that might be listening, if you want to quit COD esports, whether it be a mental decision, an enjoyment decision, just justify it based off of those two things. Don't give me the money excuse, because that's not true. You're not going to make more money streaming Warzone. Unless you just decide to pop off for whatever reason. If you want to go back and play Blackout, you'll probably make a lot more money going back to play Blackout than streaming Warzone. Because of the saturation thing. But I digress.